This is your degenerate power hour, your late night golden shower. Too ill to be sick, so thick you can't split. That carnival spin with the rectus grin. I'm Joel, he's B-Mo, and this is Vagrants N Vandals Radio.
Well done.
I was on for that one.
Not only did I not look at you, I closed my eyes for that one.
A little anger. What is that? That's getting weird. Why are you closing your eyes?
That's how I focused before the episode.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Trying to what are we going through? All right, let's get to it.
We all got our little rituals we like to go through.
It's nice not to have Jason here be like, blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up, dude. Or I'll punch you in your face.
Yeah, I had asked him.
No, you should have been telling him never again.
No. I asked him a day or two ago if he was working this week, and he was. So.
You just lay down the side of your glasses like a pen. What the fuck?
Yeah, I did, because they constantly break. First, the gooder guys give me shit. Now you're giving me shit about it. They're your mortal enemies. You should be on the other side of this.
Well, maybe we've got a mutual cause here. Cutting you down.
My glasses have been broke for about 2 years.
I think we talked about that with Jason episode.
I've taped them together. I've glued them together. I've done everything I can. I'm finally relenting, and I'm going to make an appointment to go get an eye test because I am like 3 years overdue for an eye test.
I feel like I need one too. I feel like my eyesight's going just a little bit.
You feel like it is. It probably is.
Yeah, I've been looking at shit like squinting, like trying to open my eyes. Like I can't see it, or I can't hear either because my fucking left ear is deaf as shit.
I squinted for years. I mean, probably better part of 20 years. People tell me, "Yeah, I think you need glasses," and I'm like, "Nah."
What do you got? Stigmatism?
I do. Yeah. So when I finally went, this was back in 2018. I assumed the doctor would tell me I needed them for nighttime driving, reading. You know,
it's like, bro, I don't know how you passed your driving test, but you can't see shit, son. How many things?
So, yeah. So what do they call it? Ophthalmologist, I believe, is that?
I have no idea.
So she does her little, just little adjustments. Asks me, can you see this? Can you see that? What's this? What's that? And I mean, some of it I was just straight up guessing.
You're like, oh my god, I'm blind.
And so she moves away from the little telescope or whatever you want to call it, and she goes, okay, you need to be in glasses all the time. In my immediate reaction, like in my head, I was kind of like, bullshit.
I'm like, I'm getting by right now, so what's the problem?
So it took about a week for the glasses to come in. And so the whole time, I'm just like, I'll wear them when I feel like I need them.
Do they like dilate your eyes or like blow air or something shit into it and you have to wear those stupid glasses? Like,
I don't remember them doing
light.
I don't remember any of that, no.
I worked at A&W. Motherfuckers have to come in all the time. They go get their eyes done, they'd walk over. Because you couldn't drive for like 15, 20 minutes after that exam. And that was those stupid, like, shitty black plastic sunglasses on. I just like, you fucking idiots.
No, I don't remember any of that. But when I did pick the glasses up, because I mean, I'd never wore glasses in my life. I was like, man, I'm going to look weird.
You have the same glasses as Johnny Knoxville. They're very fucking similar.
I like my glasses, and that's why.
Very similar.
That's part of the reason I've put it off for so long is because I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to get these same frames.
Right.
And the same fear I had when I first had to get them. I'm like, I'm going to look like a fucking dweeb.
I'm glad
I got used to it.
I'm glad I'm so young and prosperous.
So when I went and got the glasses, I think for the hell of it, I popped them on, and on my drive home, I was like, holy shit.
I've been driving blind all this time.
Honestly, I was like, this is what seeing is like? I got home, go in the apartment, and first thing that happens, I still have the glasses on. I open the door, and I see this massive stain on my living room carpet, and I go, literally out loud, I go, what the fuck is that?
And your wife's been walking past it for months, never said a word.
Well, no, this at this point, Melissa and I had separated, so I was there on my own.
Oh, okay.
Well, so I walked up to it, and I'm looking at this stain, and now I'm taking my glasses on and off. It was a stain that had been there that whole time. Lincoln had ground like coffee in the carpet or something.
Oh, that little bastard.
It was just that I'd never seen it properly. So I was like, oh my God, that's that stain. So then I went around the entire apartment, I kid you not, like to the bookshelves with all my little like figures and trinkets, and I was like, holy shit, I couldn't believe how bad my eyesight had been. So after that, I was like, yeah, no, I'm wearing these glasses all the time.
That kind of worries me. It makes me feel like maybe I should really go get checked because I'm telling you I think, what is it called when you can see good far away but you can't see good up close?
farsighted, I think.
Okay, that's what I was when I was younger. Now I think I'm just fucking blind.
Yeah, I'm nearsighted and I have astigmatism. So the doctor had told me at the time, she's like, if you wear the glasses, it won't get any worse. She goes, what the damage that is done, it's done. She goes, but if you wear the glasses, it won't get any worse. Mm. So once I started wearing them and I got used, now when I take them off, I'm like, it looks weird, you know?
Right.
So I've had them for almost 5 years. So yeah, that's one thing I'm hoping to go do here in the next couple of weeks. Cause I've got a friend who works, at an eyeglass place, and she was like, I can get you 50% off on the frames.
I
was
discounts.
like, I'll be there.
Right.
So yeah. So, all right. So we got a few shout outs. We've, since our last episode, really the last couple weeks, big thank you to everybody who has subscribed and engaged with us. We went from, basically in the last 2 weeks, we doubled our subscribers. And very appreciative of it. And for those of you that have reached out and commented on the episodes, whether that be on YouTube or you shot me a private message, I get a big kick out of that from hearing feedback from people. Sometimes people just like, Ted sent me a message just saying, hey, thanks, I really needed this.
No.
So it's really cool to hear stories like that.
Yeah, shout out to my neighbors upstairs on the 3rd floor, Jazzy and her crew. I was out there pushing, soliciting subscriptions, and I approached her.
As you should be, you rotten whore.
I approached her, and she's like, pretty much like, hold my beer. And all of a sudden, I was like, boop, 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 boop. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, all right, awesome. Like, I owe you like donuts or something.
You're like, I own you the saran wrap treatment.
I don't know about all that. Let's not say that.
So I know I've told some people, but the goal we're going for is to hit 500 subscribers by New Year's. Because 500 subscribers is the first tier of monetization on YouTube. So we've made that a goal. And that sounds like a lot. We're currently at 127. So 500 sounds like quite a distance away. But you do the math, it's roughly 2.25 a day.
Right.
So that's been our goal. Hit 2 to 3 a day, and we're golden.
And we're hitting that.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Especially with days like that where we get 10. It's like,
we've actually got a slight bit of a cushion.
Cushion's just a little bit.
But we're going to keep pushing because that cushion ain't enough.
No.
Got to keep pushing.
No. I know Mitchie is excited to hear the next episode. Now, here the funny thing is, I was telling him about the episode, and I told him he was named Frankie. I got him mixed up. So, like, as I listened to it, I was like, "Oh fuck!" I'm like,
now I'm confused. Mitchie was the overexcited one, or your supervisor?
Mitchie was my supervisor.
Okay.
He loved the episode. Said he laughed his ass off.
Nice. Like to hear it, Mitchie.
Frankie. I did tell him that I made fun of him. I'm like, listen, I would never say anything on there that I wouldn't say to your face, so don't worry. He's such a funny guy, dude. Like, I did something. He's like, you got a beautiful brain. I'm like, thanks. His wife tried poisoning him.
What?
Yeah, well let me save. Well, I don't want to tease that. He told me the whole story, and it's pretty fucked up.
So what are you saving for later today or a different episode?
No, different episode. Okay. I'd like to get more details about it. I'll have to probe him a little bit next time we're in the showers together.
Oh. All right then.
Yeah, we had to scrub fucking semen-laced showers out.
Why is there semen in the showers at the school?
It's a high school boys' shower. I mean, you couldn't see it, but trust me, there's semen in there. I was in high school once. I know I jerked off in school at least once.
Wait a second. You jerked off in the gym locker showers?
Never in the showers. Never in the showers.
Okay, I was going to say, because like generally there's other people around.
Usually a stall in the middle of class.
I mean, we've all done that.
I once did it into a urinal.
So did I. So, you ain't special, bitch.
It's shameful. Good Lord. Someone said something about people jerking off work. I'm like, you never jerked off work when you were a younger kid. Like, come on, bro. Do you forget what it's like to have a raging boner all the fucking time?
Dude, I would do that shit when I was younger at work just to spite the motherfuckers. Just so I could say, exactly, getting paid to shit, getting paid to crank it. Okay?
Hey, before we go any further, we haven't discussed this, but I have to see something. Do you remember, this is way off topic, do you remember when Wendy's had pitas?
Vaguely, yeah.
Fresh stuffed pitas?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, so I've been telling people this for years, and my mother-in-law worked at Wendy's for fucking ever.
Yeah.
She doesn't anymore, but she used to, and she had no idea what I was talking about, and I'm pretty sure she was there when they had them. They were fucking delicious. And I happened to see something on my timeline that said nostalgia, whatever. I can't remember what year it was. We'll say early 2000s, maybe.
So like Facebook timeline you're saying?
Yeah.
Like a memory came up? Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, let me pull up real quick while I'm talking about it.
Yeah,
But I remember I first started work there.
I'm waiting to see where this story's going.
No, it's not going anywhere other than...
Oh, you didn't like fuck a pita or something?
No, it was just like a Mandela thing. Well, I did jerk off at the Wendy's plenty of times in the bathroom.
Utilizing a pita?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I mean, I worked with a few chicks there that were, you know how it is, man.
I got to go to the bathroom.
They brought out the worst of me. What can I say?
You're blaming it on your lack of self-control.
Total lack of self-control. But I always ask people, and they never know what I'm talking about. Like, it's a Mandela effect. And then I come across that. It came on my feed. I was like, motherfucker, vindication. Let's go. I'm like, and that one right there, that Garden Ranch chicken, that boy was so good you wanted to put your dick in him.
Yeah, they're pretty thick.
Fucking delicious, bro. Look at that. You can see where I was holding it as I did it.
Well, I'm glad you had your vindication.
Yeah, yes, sir.
You didn't get Mandela affected on that.
No, I'm Mandela affected on that goddamn bathroom wall.
Damn, okay. All right, so, hey, I know I've mentioned to you before. I don't know if I've mentioned it on Vagrants and Vandals here. So, ever since I first had COVID in April 21, my legs have been fucked up. Weak, stiff at times.
You have mentioned that to me many a times. I thought it was just in your head.
Nope, balance is a bit off.
COVID legs.
So, I went last year and, talked to the doctor about it, and they couldn't find any physical reason.
Right.
So they sent me to a neurologist.
Like I said, I thought it was mental.
Neurologist is not mental.
The brain.
It's like nerves and shit.
Neurology is the brain.
Dude, are you a neurologist?
Are you? Can you spell neurology?
No, yeah, I can, but I went to a neurologist
you spell it?
And they did tests on me, and those tests weren't on my fucking brain.
What were they on?
My legs, you dumb fuck. That's what's wrong with me. So anyways, they did.
Wouldn't it be a nervologist?
That's not a thing. Nervologist.
Are you a nervologist?
No.
Would you know?
Nobody's a nervologist. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Can you spell nervologist?
Anyways, so I go to the neurologist. They do like an EKG or something. And then they did this test where they hooked a bunch of electrodes up to my legs.
Damn.
And then took they weren't push pins, but that's kind of what they seemed like.
Right.
And he was just fucking stabbing me.
He's like, can you feel that?
Good. Pretty much, yes.
Good.
That was what it was. Over and over. I'm just laying there. I'm like, is this part of the procedure or is this just you having fun?
Oh, shit. I thought I was on my break.
You feel that? You feel it? So everything came back normal, which, okay, great. I'm like, all right, great. There's nothing neurologically wrong with me. But at the same time, I'm like, but what's wrong with my legs? They really couldn't give me an answer other than, well, maybe try physical therapy. I was like, sounds expensive. A $40 copay.
Now,
every
what is your
time?
symptoms?
Just weakness in my legs.
You didn't try working your legs out?
So,
doing leg day every day?
So essentially that's what they were suggesting. Go to physical therapy, see if you can build up your strength. I'm like, okay, fair enough, but what did this to me in the first place?
Right.
So it's been a year, and I had to go get a prescription refilled. So I'm in there, and they're like, okay, anything else? I'm like, I mentioned last year I have the weakness in my legs. I think it was related to COVID.
You're like, my legs and my dick have gone limp since I've gotten COVID. What would you like me to do?
They're like, interesting. So they're like, well, we can run your blood work again. They're like, who knows? Maybe something pops up. So I haven't had a chance to look at all the tests yet, but the one test did show my glucose levels are slightly high.
Uh-oh.
So Shirley looks up what can that cause? First thing is weakness in your legs. And I was like, motherfucker. So it got me thinking, my dad's diabetic. Jason's borderline.
I was just going to ask, are you diabetic?
So maybe I've got to follow up on it.
If it runs in your family and your father and your brother have it, you probably have it.
Yeah, my dad's pretty badly diabetic. He's lost a toe already, and
they took a toe?
Yeah, dude. According to Jason, they're probably going to be taking a foot before this is all said and done.
Holy shit. What the fuck else is this guy going to do?
God. Why do you got to give me shit to bleep? It caused me so much extra fucking work.
You got to bleep dad out?
No, I might want to bleep.
Okay, then fuck you. Then I don't care what you got to bleep. That's bullshit. We ain't covering. We ain't covering truths here, bro. We exposing the truth. The truth is,
listen.
Your daddy's a weirdo who's gonna be missing a foot. That's the truth.
If he keeps on the way he is, yeah.
I mean, I joke, obviously. But, I always loved Old Man Gray. He was nothing but nice to me. Not the best influence in the world, but
I don't think you ever claimed to be.
Neither was Jibo or any other people that we fought. Granted, I haven't talked to him in forever, but
there's a reason we're doing this podcast.
Exactly.
It was a lack of positive male role models growing up.
I sent my mom with this thing about childhood trauma, and it's that one dude who's like, I didn't do shit. Yeah. I'm done. And I'm like, dude,
I didn't do fucking any of this.
I've heard all that and more, and it's so funny. My mom's like, she's like, I couldn't watch it, but you had a great childhood. Oh, I said, there you go.
Man, here's the thing. And I want to do this in a way where I'm not putting our parents on blast, because I love my parents. I love your mom. She's my godmother. She was a good aunt to me growing up, and shit, sent me birthday cards into my fucking 30s.
Not your mom.
With money in them.
Not your mom, my godmother.
My mom's your godmother?
Yep, got cut off at fucking 17.
My mom's much more
She said, fuck you.
17.
Saving money.
Damn.
Saving money. My mom's like, I've got to send Joel's birthday money. I'm like, you don't even give me birthday money anymore.
Yeah, I think it was when I was about 30. She was like, hey, you're 30 now, so...
Her rule for us was once you had kids. Like, once you had kids, that was it.
Well, maybe it was right around that time. But now here's the thing I'm going to say, is just like, their generation, they just, as a baseline, they're not good at accepting or kind of like working on their own internal issues.
I believe that.
Because, I mean, for them, when they were growing up, that really wasn't something that was certainly not mainstream.
Well, not to mention when you have like 6 or 7 siblings, you don't get parent time.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom was always like very affectionate and lovey. Like, we grew up with hugs and kisses, what my mom would coin, quote unquote, snuggle alert. time to get into bed and watch a movie and snuggle with mama. Maybe squeeze her head forward because she had headaches.
Oh yeah, remember that time you guys sat on her head?
I do
like
remember.
To relieve the pressure, and
I do remember.
On her head.
I also remember that. Back scratch. I don't know, man. Yeah, childhood is a glorious time, no matter how traumatizing things can be. I hate that the trauma takes away from the overall goodness. Mm-hmm. Like, I had a great childhood. Yeah, there was things that happened that were fucking shitty. I mean, who doesn't have that happen?
There are people who don't.
I just don't like when
that out there.
Parents are like, I didn't do shit.
Right, yeah.
Because I'm like, come on, dude. It's not on me. I was a child.
And that's the thing. Like, parents are human too. And like, that's the thing. Like, as I've gotten older, internally, like, I've been able to understand and forgive my parents for so much.
Oh, certainly,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, I fucking, like, my dad, for instance, my parents split. My dad did not handle it well. But like, as I got older and older and experienced life for myself and dealt with my own mental illness, which that was a gift my father gave me.
And it must have run through both sides of the family, because
to some extent, I understood it more, especially like when Melissa and I separated.
Mm-hmm.
There were so many things I thought back on from my own childhood.
Yeah, you went through that. Like, I didn't have to do that. I have a very good wife who is by my side for everything, including this bullshit. Even though I don't think she enjoys it.
Nah,
she listened to that last episode, bro, and heard me talk about those teachers, and I could feel her looking at me without her even looking at me. Like, consciously, she was like, "This motherfucker."
I just like, especially like that period where I was at the plant.
Yeah.
Like, it was so lonely because of my personal circumstances, and then working that midnight shift, and working as much as we did there. I really came to like, there was just many moments where I thought to myself, yeah, like, I get it, old man.
Yeah,
I get it, and I forgive you.
I remember when April, when my mom split from Greg, and we were at grandma's, and I had told you, I think, for the first time that they were getting divorced, and you like started breaking down and like hugged me, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, it hasn't even set it on me. Like, the emotional damage hasn't happened yet. It's coming. It's coming, but it's like you already knew it was coming, and you were already like, already been through it, and it's gonna fucking suck for you.
Yeah,
and it did. It did, but
and that, I guess this is the reason I'm even saying it. The whole point here is like, parents, like, who parents of adult children.
Mm-hmm.
You got to grapple with your own shit. Like, you can lie. This is I was gonna quote Seinfeld, but it doesn't quite apply. You can lie to everyone else. You can't lie to yourself.
Right.
Like, you know when there's shit deep down that you got to deal with, that you're claiming it's not a problem because it hurts to fucking have to recognize that stuff and deal with it. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. Like, we're all human. We all fuck up. We all make mistakes. We all have blind spots. But at a certain point, like if you want to move past it, if you want to reconcile certain things with yourself or your adult children, like you gotta recognize it.
My mom forever sends me stuff about like parenting struggles and like once they're past 10, which I fear because Bourbon's coming up on that age, and I do see a slight change, but he's a lover boy. Gibby, on the other hand, slightly psychotic. So it might be different with him, but both my boys love me. They want to be around me. We play weekly chess matches. We have fun. I'll beat your ass in chess, by the way.
I haven't played in a while.
I was Saturday Night Championship right here, baby.
I think I saw that on Facebook.
Oh, it was fun. Bourbon got the toilet bowl.
What does that mean?
That's for the ones who don't win. Like, you go to a separate... So it's one game elimination. The 2 winners go on for the 2 matches to play for the championship. The 2 losers go on to play for the toilet bowl championship.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure Bourbon won that. I can't remember. I was drinking. Hey.
You do that a lot.
What, drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Like nightly.
You know what else I do? Go to fucking work. Pay my fucking bills. Take care of my kids.
You say that like I don't do those things.
No, aren't you behind on your mortgage?
I don't have a mortgage.
Oh.
I rent an apartment.
Well, never mind that. Never mind that.
I wish I had a mortgage.
Why don't you drink more then? What's the problem? Hey, bro. I told my neighbor, I said, the drinking kind of quiets the voices.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I hear that.
It's necessary evil.
I don't like the way it makes me feel physically. Like, and
I don't notice it until I take a couple of days off, and I'm like, wow, I'm a fucking marathon runner, except without the running.
I've always been, I get buzzed real quick.
I'm
not a heavy drinker.
I'm 4 beers
at all.
deep, homie.
No.
I said only 6 today.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
Don't limit yourself.
Before it went down, well, dude, the other day what night was it? Thursday night. I took Wednesday off. I didn't drink. So by Thursday, I'm like, let's fucking go, baby. Get a fucking pick up a 12-pack. All of a sudden, it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I'm 13 beers deep because I had a couple left over. I had to drink those too. Let me tell you what, 6 o'clock rolls around real fucking quick when you're drinking and you're sleeping. I woke up, I said, oh, no. I'm going to be an hour late today, and I'm not fucking late for anything, bro. I show up on time every day. I pride myself on it. Like, just even when we go to wind out to do the fucking, the podcast, if we're not in the honey hole like we are today.
Right.
Hey.
In the honey hole.
I always make it a point to reference that, and I always forget. I'm always early. I like to be on time for shit, dude.
Not me.
Even back in the day with parties. Hey, party starts at
late.
9 o'clock. Okay, I'll be at your house at 8:15 drinking.
You ask anyone who's close enough to me, they'll tell you. Like me and Jason in particular, we run on Adkins time.
Which is very similar to the N-word time that most people refer to. It's the same thing.
I don't think anyone calls it N-word time. I've heard it referred to as black people time.
Well,
Mister, I ain't racist. I love everyone.
I have my best friend's black. I don't use the word, dude.
Maybe you just keep them around to make yourself feel superior.
He said the same fucking thing.
Ooh, snap!
Because I brought up that I have an Arabic friend. He's like, what are you, just collecting people now? Like,
I got one everyone from the human rainbow.
Oh, I'll tell you this off air. I can't say this on air. Yeah, it's crazy.
Jesus Christ, man. And
crazy
time. What's the matter with you?
Well, I can't say the word.
I mean, no one calls it that, though.
Oh, yeah, they do.
I've heard it called black people time.
They call it black people time. They don't call it
I've never heard anyone say
NIGGA time.
I'm sure some people say that.
I refuse to say it.
But yeah, you can't say that.
I think Jay would even give me permission, and I still wouldn't do it. He used it so good the other day, and I fucking laughed. And I said, fuck you, because I am missing out on a whole segment of funny that I can't even use, and you just got a joke that I'm not even allowed to make. I'm not even allowed to make the joke, and that's fucked up. I don't like that. Should I say it?
No,
I'll say it, bro.
I'm going to fucking bleep it.
You should just bleep something anyways, make it sound like I said it.
Anyways, Adkins time. That's connecting.
That's family bonding time?
No, that's being late to everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you guys were going on a group date.
That's more of our...
family dinner's the date night out.
More of our community outreach. I looked at the plight of the black folk. I said, I got your back. I will be fucking late right along with you, and we will laugh.
We should have had Jay on today. He's
yeah. I was like, oh, I saw him sitting in the car with you, and we pulled up. I'm like, is he going to join us today?
He's in a rough spot right now, dude. You know how it go with money. Like you work,
Yep.
and it's never fucking enough, no matter what you do. And then they fuck up your checks. They fuck up your check, and you got to wait 2 weeks for the money. Like, no, cut me a check now.
Yeah, but with interest, assholes.
Because guess what? I'm not working a fucking second till you do.
All right, let's move on from your near racist remarks.
There was nothing racist about that, bro. You want me to be racist? I'll be motherfucking racist, bro.
You're sitting here, you'd be like, you're whining because, like, I can't make racist jokes. They won't let me use the word.
Like, we're going to cancel you just for insinuating you wanted to use it.
Okay. So, hey, a couple episodes back, we were talking about our backyard wrestling days.
Yes, sir.
All right. I heard from the infamous Mr. Mark Strimpy.
Oh, too strimpy.
And I feel okay using people's first and last names when they're like a close friend or when they've been mentioned on the podcast and then they respond to it in a positive fashion.
I mean, when your last name's Strimple, you're going to get used. That's just how it is.
Damn.
His cousin, Shrimple.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Nice young lady. Gorgeous back in the day. Little odd,
huh?
Little odd.
You said she put the kibosh on the dent head?
Yeah, I'd actually, he'd have to tell that story. But yeah, as far as I know, it was like 30 seconds to launch and then...
Damn, and she was just
Houston,
like...
we have a problem.
Oh.
That problem is I no longer consent.
Damn.
Drew said, I don't give a fuck. That's a lie. Making that up.
So I hear from Mark. And he had asked if like we had plans to put the podcast on, podcast platforms. I was like, yeah, working on it. So he says, excellent. I started listening to Backyard Wrestling 1 today with your fabricated story about me flaking.
Damn, shots fired.
So then he says, I've had a few good chuckles. And I said, fabricated? What's your version of events? He says, I never was scheduled to be at the event. Wrong. I said I was done shortly after our last match. I was sore as fuck after that one. So the match he's referring to would have taken place in July of 2004.
Yeah, we never did matches or like events like back to back. It was always like so much planning had to go into that.
There was usually a couple of months between.
Yeah, scheduling.
At least a month. Yeah. So I asked him, like, which match you referring to? The one at Luke's where the cage got involved? Which I already knew that was the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'll have to dig through my old scripts. I have half a mind to say you were in the script for that day. You want to come on the podcast and answer these charges? And he said, I'm not sure which one. I know the last one I planned to do was the one where you and I main evented. So it was that one at Luke's.
Yeah, never lived up to the hype.
He says, and I might have still been in the script because you did those well in advance. My response to that was, yeah. So, now, the one thing I'll say in his defense...
Fucking Trimble was booked as a headliner, and he was no headliner.
Well, this is the thing. It's like, I have no doubt he told me, like, hey, I'm thinking of quitting soon. And I was probably like, you ain't quitting.
How dare you?
We got shit planned, man.
How dare you?
And he was the champion. I'm like, you got to drop the title.
I'll go piss on his car again today.
So, I have no doubt there was some back and forth. But I also... But he would need to concede knowing that I wrote those in advance. Like, well, hey, this is the storyline for the season. So if you're in from the beginning, you're in till the end, especially when you're the fucking champion.
Right.
You got to drop that strap, man.
Poor Strimple. That fucking guy. Like, I come into the mix, and I'm just this pudgy kid. He's probably thinking, all right, cool. Another fucking ugly fat dude. I can make fun of. Yeah, fuck you. This dude got the mouth.
Wow.
This dude... Do you remember?
Yeah, just ask any of the boys on the corners out here in Monroe. This dude got the mouth.
This dude got the mouth. Do you remember when he kicked me out of his car going like 60 miles an hour?
I vaguely remember that. What the hell was the issue?
We passed his sister's elementary school, and it said so-and-so student of the month. I looked at him and said, damn, she's sucking dick already? Doesn't hit his brakes or nothing, just says, get out. I'm like, we're going 60 miles an hour, bro.
I do remember that.
We had a love-hate relationship, bro. Like, we had moments where we really got along. We were like our own like little tag teams. We were fatties, but you know.
Well, Mark went through that one summer. He lost a bunch of weight.
Nah, still had a speech impediment.
Damn.
That's what it is.
You're going to have to come on and defend yourself, Mark.
Right.
Yeah, no, Mark
might want to get here and defend yourself.
He definitely was the one in like the group. There was plenty of times like when we were in high school and then certainly afterward, I'm like, why was Mark friends with us? Because like he hated getting in trouble. And me and Stu in particular,
Forever in
we're
trouble.
always like, come on, we're going to do this dumb shit.
He wasn't a troublemaker,
No, he wasn't.
but he was forever in trouble because of you guys.
Well,
And I also wasn't a troublemaker, and I've been getting in trouble since fucking birth because of your ass.
I'm adventurous. What can I say?
No, you're malicious and very vandalistic, if that's a word.
I don't know that it's officially a word, but I take your meaning.
Damn. Webster.
I mean,
Add
hey,
it
we
up.
all got our own motivations for hanging out with the people we hang out with. And yeah, me and Stu were, and we talked about it a few weeks back. Yeah, we were just fucking teenage, vandals. We were
Do you
fucking out of
remember that
control.
one chick that used to hang around with you guys?
Rachel.
Yes,
Yeah.
she is married to a guy that I worked with at at Guardian Glass.
Yeah.
He's like he doesn't even remember me. He was such an alcoholic that he
He
doesn't.
don't remember you from working together?
We hung out. We drank
Oh.
together at his house. Me, him, and Troy. We used to hang out, drink, get shit faced. I give him rides to work every day. It's like you don't remember who I am. I'm like, bro, you fried your
It's like
brain.
the Durf Chronicles again.
Dude, when he like look at me and I start telling stories, and you could see like the synapses fire. I'm like, this guy does know me.
That's fucking sad.
Yeah, it's
though.
very sad because Mike was always a good dude. It's good. I'm glad he's sober. Like if you had to like lose all your memory and to get sober, then cool. It's okay. I get it.
I see.
Got 2 kids down.
Yeah, no, man, those days back in high school, the hanging out with everybody, they're good times. Good times.
Yeah, certainly.
No matter what role you played in the group dynamic.
I always had like because me and you were family. Like I had the gift of gab as well too. Like I'm not short of the tongue, so as April will tell you,
as
I'm
as
very,
any of the ladies
very
who
long in the
experience
tongue.
the saran wrap experience will attest.
God, you use saran wrap on one vagina one time, and you never hear the end of it.
One vagina, one time.
One vagina one time.
Whoa! Wait a second.
Here, River
wait a second,
Raisin.
Wait a second. Yeah, I know. I pass the apartment every time I come here.
You've asked me this multiple times. I've told you it was a one-time thing.
So you didn't pull it on the chick across the hall.
No, I went brawling on that.
And after that, you're like, well,
Not
no,
my finest
saran wrap.
fucking moment. No, I switched to Reynolds wrap. Give me the tinfoil, bro.
You're like, I want to be extra safe. The aliens might be reading my thoughts.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
All right. Let's dive into something else we mentioned in some past podcasts. So I had told you the NYC Midnight 100-word microfiction writing contest. I made it to the second round 2 years in a row. Thank you.
Round of applause for this man, ladies and gentlemen.
Won't be acting like an asshole if I win that contest.
Yes, I will.
It's a $4,500 first place prize.
Well, I'll be happy for our podcast that you won that kind of money. Let me know when the business vacation is coming up. Then I'll kiss your ass, all right? I couldn't even get a business lunch today.
Sorry.
Hashtag not sorry.
I show up with a meager fucking cheeseburger and some fries. He's like, couldn't give me one.
And as I state, I don't eat that garbage anymore because I'm down to under 300 pounds. Hey, 295, baby, let's go. I can see my feet. Let's go. And you laugh. You wait till I get below you, motherfucker.
Hold on. He can see his feet. Round of applause.
Extra round of applause to be able to see my dick again. He's beautiful.
What the fuck was I going to say? Anyways.
You were going to congratulate me on the weight loss, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, no, congrats
down
on
105 pounds.
105?
Yeah, well, down from Jason's supposed 400.
That's right.
Fucking idiot. I'm an idiot.
He wasn't convinced.
I don't. Dude, Andrew, you see that picture I posted? Andrew's like, that should be your before picture. I really do look like John Goodman.
The one where he made... Oh,
I look fat as fuck, bro. Big belly, huge. It's still big, but it ain't that big.
So anyways, the writing contest.
Sorry.
So last year made it to the second round and then bowed out. This year, made it to the second round. My second round submission is in. The results, I think, come in early August. I'll find out if I got to the third round. Or
How long does it take to read all these short stories? I can't figure that out.
To read them?
Yeah.
Well, the first round there's over 6,000.
Who reads them?
There's a panel of judges. There's quite a few of them.
So you just got to kind of get the right person, right, to read your...
Well, I think it's 4 different people, 4 judges assigned to one story.
Damn.
So, and they give you feedback too.
He's reading like, this fucking guy.
You know what? I meant to bring the feedback. I have to bring that. But anyways, well, most of it's fine. It's just
Is it nice feedback? Or
most of it, but the second one, the romance one of them kind of got a little chitty.
it just says kill yourself?
They didn't appreciate the story. So, all right. So the whole point of the contest, as some of you may know from previous episodes, you have 24 hours to write a story, 100-word story. You get the prompt at midnight. You get a genre, you get an action that must be used in the story, performed in the story, and you get a word. So in last year's contest, in the first round, my genre was ghost story. So I was like, okay, cool.
Easy peasy.
My action was jumping in a puddle, and my word was basic. Now, you can use any form of that word. So basic, for instance, you can use the word basically.
Basic bitches be stomping in puddles, getting haunted by ghosts. Just won you the competition, bro. I did it under 100 words.
It has to be 100 words exactly.
Oh, fuck that.
Not under 100.
Not 100
exactly.
spaces, not 100 characters, like 100
words. 100 words. So this was my first round submission that got me through to the second round. I think
you gonna read that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna grab a beer while you're doing that, folks.
Are you fucking serious?
Do I look like I'm fucking kidding?
Fucking go.
I've sat through goddamn long-winded bullshit. That's 3 pages he's holding, folks.
This is half a page.
And it's all spaced
you
out.
lying fuck.
I'm being funny. Tell me more about your bullshit.
Half a page. I always narrate when you go to the living room. Right. Shit, we're almost 36 minutes in, too. All right, so he's heading back to the living room. Utter lack of discipline. He can't sit through a 1-hour podcast without having to indulge his thirst. Gets in his little mini fridge. He is able to bend a little more freely now that he's down some of that weight. Now he's disappeared out of my sight. I don't know what he's doing. Went in the direction of the couch. Now he's hitching up his shorts. And now here he comes. All right, he's going to waltz back through the door. He's slapping his fucking lips. The sun chips?
Harvest cheddar.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah. Get back.
All right, so this was my story for the ghost story. Now, for those of you listening, since you can't see it, this is primarily 2 characters talking back and forth. And
I can see you're not missing anything.
And I'm giving you that description because with the shortness of this story, it isn't always clear who might be saying what unless you're actually reading it and you see the quotes. Anyway,
should have had scripted. We get into the parts.
I've got another story I want to do that with.
Boom.
Actually.
Great minds think alike.
Here we go. Donovan jumped into a puddle outside the reading room of a psychic friend. Nearby, teenagers exchanged glances and hastily departed. Amused, Donovan entered the shop to find a dimly lit room. If you have a message from the beyond, I'm afraid we're permanently closed, said a sickly voice in the darkness. Sarcasm? Questioned Donovan. Funny. I didn't see this coming. The irony. It kills. The pair shared a somber chuckle. You ready? Asked Donovan. Quite, rasped Linda. Is it painful? Dying? No, it's basically falling asleep. Linda nodded, sunk a needle into her flesh, and slipped onto the other side. Now, is there anything in that story that confuses you? Give me your impression of that story.
I don't even know what the fuck just happened. Last thing I remember was that kid entered a dimly lit store, and then all of a sudden I lost you.
Okay, well, the dude is a ghost.
No.
That's why when he jumped in the puddle, the teenagers they gave a look. And
he jumped in a puddle?
Yeah.
Oh.
It says, hold on, I'll try again.
Can you read it again? That was actually really short. Just read it again.
Yeah, it's 100 words.
That seems like a lot, but it's really not.
Donovan jumped into a puddle outside the reading room of a psychic friend. Nearby, teenagers exchanged glances and hastily departed because they just watched a puddle explode.
Oh.
Okay.
Shouldn't have to break that down for me like that.
It's 100 words.
Hey, bro, you talk to the judges that way? You're out. See you next year, bro.
They don't give you a chance to reply.
See you next year.
Amused, Donovan entered the shop to find a dimly lit room. If you have a message from the beyond, I'm afraid we're permanently closed, said a sickly voice in the darkness.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sarcasm? Questioned Donovan. Funny. I didn't see this coming. The irony. It kills. The pair shared a somber chuckle. You ready? Asked Donovan. Quite, rasped Linda. Is it painful? Dying? No, it's basically falling asleep. Linda nodded, sunk a needle into her flesh, and slipped onto the other side.
So you the ghost too?
So there's Donovan, and then there's Linda. One's a male, one's a female. I know we're living in times where that doesn't matter, but
I wasn't going to make that assumption, but thank you for making
purposes of the story, their names are Donovan and Linda.
I know a male Linda right now.
What?
I'm making that up.
I was just saying, who? Anyways, yeah, so Linda's the psychic. Okay. Donovan's going to her psychic shop. He is a spirit that she's met.
Should have went with Oda May.
Huh?
Should have went with Oda May as a psychic.
Oda May?
Yeah,
that's her name?
Throw back to Ghost. Oda May Brown.
Okay. All right.
Well, you never seen Ghost before?
I don't believe I've actually seen
Well, Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore? You motherfucker. And Whoopi Goldberg, you'll fuck yourself.
I don't think I've seen it.
303 Prospect Place? That's my neighborhood.
614 Wharf Avenue?
That's my neighborhood.
Dexter Melon Shakers.
Listen, if you've seen the movie, you can laugh about that.
Anyways, that was my first round submission last year.
They said, "Listen, kid, you ain't got it."
No, I got through.
You ain't
got through the second round.
Through, okay.
Now my
I'll
second
answer that myself. I might be able to win that thing.
This is what it's been building up to. The second round submission. My genre was romance. The moment I saw it, I was like, "Fuck." My word was mine, and my action.
Ass eating.
I'm looking through here. I don't actually.
Milky white breast. I cannot wait to hear this fucking thing.
I don't remember the action. I'd have to look. Oh, you know, the action was hanging up like wet clothing to dry.
Oh, yeah. She's a squirter.
So I knew I couldn't do romance straight up. So I was like, well, I'll sort of.
You could hardly do fucking Supernatural, bro. I mean, come on.
Good enough to get to the second round, beat out 50 other writers in my group.
What is this, like against a kindergarten class? Who the fuck are you competing against?
Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to give you a prompt.
My house.
I'm going to give you a prompt. See how well you do.
Get the fuck out of my house.
So, yeah, I went a totally different direction with the romance because I was like, well, this is my only shot. Plus, it'll be something fun that I can
this is going to be good. I'm ready.
Here we go. Hold on.
He hasn't even read anything. I'm already laughing because I know how ridiculous it's going to be.
You want me to read it in a sultry voice?
Yeah, of course. Could you get your ex-wife here to do the erotic poetry voice?
She was pretty good at that.
Not bad.
Yeah. Thomas was intoxicated by the glow of the television. A striking blonde cut through the frame, hanging wet undergarments beneath the sun. A violin staccato penetrated the razor silence. Impulse. Instinct. Dripped a female voiceover. Thomas unclenched the teeth of his zipper. On screen, embellished curves and silhouette. Ecstasy. Agony. Quivered her lips. Thomas stroked himself intently while his subconscious roared, "That can be mine." The image transitioned. Spurts of vapor glistened through sunbeams. "You set me on fire, then left me to burn," came a whispered echo. Toes curled, fluid spilt. Silver and sapphire. A fragrance experienced by Mercedes Mercado.
I'm appalled and offended that you read such disgusting material in my fucking house in my presence, all right? My poor kid could have listened to that. You don't know what's going on, bro.
I just got fucking lightheaded really bad.
It was that good? Was that good for you?
Oh, give me a second here.
I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Well, since I listened to our last episode, but that was good.
Okay, so
they laughed at you for that?
Oh, fuck. What's that?
It's very, what do they call it? Visualizing? Like,
so a couple of the judges gave it positive reviews, but I think they all kind of felt like, well, it's
you're
not.
Sick and you're
not,
a man.
They were like, it's not romance.
Shouldn't write romance, homie.
One of the judges, like, straight up said, they were like, romance is between two people, not one. I was like, oh, snap.
Oh, is it? I find that a little offensive. I romance myself at least twice a fucking day.
When I wrote this, first of all, I actually really like this story. I think it's well written. I think it's clever with, like, he's watching a commercial. To me, it was like...
I thought he was watching someone outside, but whatever. I think it's irrelevant. Still jerking off like a weirdo.
Well, what the one line says female voiceover, so that was kind of to give it clues. I thought, well, like, you know what? I'll do it like how romance is sold to us, like a commercialization type of angle. And a few of the people commented on that. One of them even said they kind of laughed at a certain point, and I was like, yeah, I knew that was a risk of writing this.
I laughed the whole way through it.
Is that it could be read as like a dark comedy because, I mean, you heard it. You were sitting here like, I almost had to stop to compose
I didn't hear
myself.
words like girthy, veiny.
Well, no, I wanted to be I wanted it to be almost
explosion,
like artistic. Well, but there were spurts of vapor.
There was that,
and they were glistening,
which is disgusting.
So that was my second round submission that did not make it to the third round last year.
Well, they lost out. That's their loss, bro.
Now, this year,
that's way better than the first one, just because it's funny. I know it's not meant to be. I mean, I like the premise of that first one, but
I do think I like the second one better too because I think that
would be a good short, like 30-minute episode or something. The first one with the ghost thing,
sure,
like the splashing puddles. Like even if you didn't show that, like you show the kid splash into a puddle, you see him obviously. Everyone around him like, oh, what the fuck?
Right.
Come to find out he's dead.
I like the second one just because I took a risk with it. I knew it probably wouldn't get through, but I wrote something that I had fun writing.
You're an erotic degenerate, you know that?
I accept that. Yeah, I accept that. I thought it was clever. Like he's jerking off to some TV.
It's clever.
I think it's
I
clever.
don't know if it's clever. It's disturbing.
I think it's pretty. How's it disturbing? He's jerking
I feel like
off.
you jerked off at home watching TV, and I was like, "Oh, there's a story idea."
Well, actually,
I'm gonna slap it on paper. Not that one that I splooged on.
the seeds of this, pun fully intended, were much more salacious than what was actually written. This was tame. I was gonna write my first idea to write a story about a guy who built like a sex doll out of vegetables.
That's just odd. That's just odd. He had a fucking guy named Cantaloupe's vagina.
So we await the results of this year's second round.
You're out.
And the only reason that I didn't bring those is because it's against the contest rules to like publish them anywhere online. Blah blah blah. So, but I thought you'd enjoy this second one.
Those weren't bad. Those were, if your first long-winded story would have been like that, we'd have been all right.
I told you repeatedly they were 100. It's not my problem if you can't comprehend what 100 words means. It's a pretty short, half a page, as you can see.
Listen, I'm around a lot of teacher folk.
Half a page.
I'm familiar.
All right, now listen. So we're getting long in the tooth in this episode. So we got 2 stories. Do you think we can get through that murder story quick enough
I don't see why not. I mean,
we could always save something, but we got a little horror trivia.
I mean, they've been dead for 55 fucking years, so I don't think it matters.
55 years. All right, give us the story. BMO pulled up a murder mystery with a Monroe tie, right? There's a Monroe.
Not Monroe.
They ran in the Monroe Evening News, though?
Yeah,
the story?
yeah.
Okay. But Michigan tie. We like those dead locals.
It's known as the Robinson family murders or the Goodhart murders because it took place in a few minutes north of Goodhart, Michigan. Basically, a family was murdered, a wife, a husband, and 4 kids. They weren't found for 27 days. The whole thing was staged to look like a sex crime. So I'm assuming by them saying that he raped the wife. Or it was staged to look like it. Dude, there would have to be penetration to be able to tell that.
He left her
spread pantyless? He just gawked at her dead pussy and didn't do anything? I doubt that.
Dude, I don't know what the guy did. He said he staged it to look like that.
What was that guy's name? Raymond Scolaro. Also known as the dead pussy eater. So I don't fucking know, bro. I mean, the third?
Did he use saran wrap?
I hope so. You get some diseases from that shit. That's 27 days.
I like it when it's
no,
dead.
But they tried to. He got caught for embezzling, and I think that's why he did it. But they never were able to convict him because when they finally had enough evidence, he offed himself. And then within his note, he said, "I'm a liar, but I'm not a fucking murderer. And I love the taste of dead pussy."
Correction, you are a bad liar, sir, and you are a murderer.
And now, so they call it unsolved, but the more I read through it, I was like, all right. The outcome, as I joked earlier, they're all fucking dead. Like, that was the outcome. No need for a whole section for that. During the course of the investigation, the suspect Scalero failed 2 lie detector tests. A third test was judged inconclusive as to the truth. It was also noted that he tried to deceive the polygraph interviews in his pre-test interviews. 4 years later, a newly elected chief prosecutor in Oakland County, L. Brooks Patterson, believed the Robinson crime had originated within his jurisdiction and reopened the prosecution. He's looking for a little motherfucking clout. When the prime suspect, Scalero, learned of the impending charges and arrest, he committed suicide on March 8, 1973. Scalero left behind a typewritten note on which he wrote, "I am a liar." They misspelled liar, bro.
Well, that's so they were right. They were quoting him.
Okay, yeah, it was spelled L-I-E-R.
Yeah.
"I am a liar, sick, a cheat, a phony." A list of people he'd swindled on multiple business schemes. He then added in a handwritten note to his mother on the same sheet of paper saying, "I had nothing to do with the Robinsons. I am a liar, not a murderer. I'm sick and scared. God and everyone, please forgive me." He now resides in hell, where he's burning for all of eternity.
You don't even believe in hell.
I don't.
But he's dead. That's a fact.
Thus, many questions remain unanswered. Over many years of other crime theories have surfaced, but to date, no one has been substantiated. Those who personally knew Mr. Robinson quoted to the police as saying they had never known a better family man, friend, or business partner. That's how I know that motherfucker was involved somehow, because motherfuckers don't talk about regular people that way. He was a piece of shit, probably. He was beating on his wife, cheating on her, might have molested his daughter.
Okay.
That's unsubstantiated. But I made that up.
Okay. All right.
You get my point.
Riveting.
Very 55 years ago.
They're all dead.
All dead.
All right, so we're going to start a contest today, and we've decided that we're going to let you guys determine the outcome of this wager.
Be gentle, please. Please.
We have a game, horror trivia, so we're each going to answer 5 questions today. We're going to tally up our score. The first one to 50 wins, and you guys are going to get to decide the punishment for the other, which we'll make a video of and release it on the YouTube.
Like, I feel like Joel should shave his eyebrows off. I think that's a good way to start. If he loses, shave his eyebrows. Look at his face. He's like, "Oh fuck, that's where we going, bro."
I'm thinking of like, well, I got to go to work after this.
Sure do. Yeah, absolutely do. And I hope it's right around license picture taking time.
No, anyways,
Don't do it, folks. Make it happen.
You guys know, as always, you can participate with this show. You can send those suggestions to Vagrants N Vandals at Gmail. That's Vagrants, the letter N, vandals@gmail.com. And of course, subscribe on YouTube, follow and like on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram. So, BMO, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to just mix these bitches up.
Yeah, I read those top 2, so we should
yeah.
shuffle those up good and proper. But there's nothing in there. I'll be shocked. I mean, I expect to get stumped a little bit,
I'm
but
just going to dole out 5 apiece.
For the most part, I know my horror movies.
5, there's your 5.
I've been watching for gratuitous nudity since I was like a very young age.
2,
and then for
3,
the violence,
4,
and now I'm just...
5.
I'm
Okay.
blind. I'm reading these to you. These 5 I have are going to you.
Yeah, we'll go back and forth.
All right.
That's what we're going to do.
You should keep the back of the card covered up.
That's what I'm making sure of right now. Okay. So just pick one question from each card.
Hey, clearly.
So you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first. That's fine.
Okay.
You mean I'm asking a question first?
That's fine.
I read these and I'm like, dude, they're both fucking easy, but we'll see. In the movie Devil, where are the 5 characters trapped in most of the movie?
That is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. They're trapped in an elevator.
I don't even need to look at the answer. I know you're correct. An elevator. 1 point. Ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
Easy, motherfucker.
All right. Your question.
Yes.
The Exorcist
My movie.
was the first horror movie to be nominated for what in 1974?
Visual effects.
Less specific.
Less specific?
I'll give you another chance here.
Less specific than visual effects? That's... This motherfucker. Sound effects?
It wants the name of what it was.
Like the score?
What it was nominated for.
I don't understand. I'm confused. Okay, I'll take that as a loss. It's fucking bullshit, but I'll take that as a loss.
The answer is an Academy Award.
Oh, so you want to know the
Oscar.
award they got?
Well,
I thought that was already established. If you're at the Oscars, you're getting fucking. Read the question again.
The Exorcist was the first horror movie to be nominated for what in 1974? All you had to say was an Oscar or an Academy Award.
Well, I'll take a loss on that.
Damn right you will.
Fucking stupid. What a stupid fucking thing.
Okay, give me my next question.
Good Lord. What horror television series was created by Ryan Murphy, who also created the TV series Glee?
That would be American Horror Story.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Jeez, most people get fucking goddamn softballs, dude. Jesus Christ.
All right, next one for you.
Oh, you ain't getting that next one.
Okay. Teenage Charlie Brewster thinks his new next-door neighbor is a vampire in this 1985 film that was later remade in 2011.
Once Bitten?
Twice wrong. Fright Night.
Friday night. Oh, with fucking what's his face? Colin Farrell. Motherfucker, dude.
0 for 2.
That's all right. You've got fucking softballs, motherfucker.
Bring on number 3.
You've gotten fucking softballs.
Bring on number 3.
No more softballs for you. Can't help how the cards fall, people. What legendary funny man duo encounters? Oh, no, I'm a fucking fuck you. I misread that.
Okay.
I misread that one.
I'm guessing the answer is Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, I would assume.
Bitch.
This one's no better. This is a gimme too. What was Candyman's weapon of choice? Fuck you. I'm getting questions about fucking Academy Awards and fucking this kind of shit, and you're getting fucking Candyman's weapon?
That was his hook.
No shit. No shit. A hook for a hand and Abbott and Costello. Go fuck you and your mother.
Question number 3 for the salty gentleman across the table.
Dude, some of these questions that you're getting are fucking ludicrous.
Luck of the cards, man.
Yeah.
Number 3. What country was the 2005 movie Wolf Creek set in?
Australia.
Correct.
Yeah, fuck you, mate. Shrimp on the bobby. Go fuck yourself.
Give me my 4th question.
Oh, well, I have to go with that one. What 2018 film features a family who lives in silence while hiding from creatures who hunt by sound? Great movie. Great movie.
Is that the one with
It's confusing because there's a few like that.
Bullock?
There's a few.
Oh, yeah. So there's 2. There's 2 I'm debating on. No. A Quiet Place. 4-0. All right. 4th one for you.
All right, you probably won't get this one.
You
thank
ready?
God. What am I? 1 for what? 3?
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ! I got robbed.
A group of scientists band together to save the world from a horde of fruit in what 1988 movie?
This is some absolute bullshit. Read it again. I want to hear it again.
A group of scientists band together to save the world from a horde of fruit in what 1988 movie?
A horde of fruit?
Yes.
Attack of the Killer Tomato.
Correct.
Fuck you. You know why?
I'm
Because the
sitting here-
tomato's a motherfucking fruit, bitch. That's why.
Yeah, I wasn't having a problem with it, and I don't think the listeners were either. Only you were.
Fuck you.
All right. Come on. We only got a couple minutes left. Let's
What
go.
was the profession of the main heroine in the 1981 werewolf film The Howling?
The profession?
Yes. I don't know either, but I have my guesses.
Yeah, I don't know. Pharmacist.
I was going to say streetwalker.
I thought about that too.
TV news reporter.
Okay. Well,
Go
4 out
figure.
of 5. Not bad. Let's see if you can get yourself a third
You
one.
say
here.
4 out of 5?
That's what I got. 4 out of 5, yeah. The only one
No,
I missed was that last one.
You missed 2.
No, I didn't. We literally have this recorded.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're
I
right.
already
You're right.
knew
'Cause you
that.
got a bunch of fucking softballs, you motherfucker.
Okay.
Bullshit.
What actress plays Elizabeth in the 1980 movie The Fog?
Again. I mean, come on. I didn't get one fucking this period fucking shit. This is ridiculous. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Go fuck yourself.
Is go fuck yourself your official answer?
Officially is. Go fuck yourself.
Now, if you had any discipline, you just went with a well-known screen
Linda
queen,
Hamilton.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay, fuck Jamie Lee Curtis.
Thank you for coming.
Extra chromosome.
Thank you for coming.
Like, you would have known that, you fucking liar.
4-2 after week 1.
That's all right. I'll see you then when you're shaving your fucking eyebrows off.
That is going to do it for us today.
Some bullshit.
As always, remember, be you vagrant or be you vandal. All rascals and rogues, welcome here.